Well, I guess we're doing fishing. Let's do some fishing, I guess. You guys wanted me to do fishing. And now I've said fishing too many times. Alright, I'll wait till everyone gets here, or a few people get here before we start. I think I've done some fishing for this event already, or this week already. Yeah, let's do some fishing. Events, I have not. No, I have. Yay, fishing. So we're ranked 2,409. And what am I doing? How do I check? Oh, there we go. I got 11.585 fish, which it was basically, I just got a legendary. As soon as I get an epic or a legendary each, what's fishing? 2 weeks, right? 2-week event. I just give up. And then, you know, that's it. Because holy crap, is it the worst thing ever. Save fish 3 times backwards in a mirror and a Chook costume will appear in inventory courtesy of the devs. Oh, imagine if that was true. What is fish backwards? Hushif. Hushif. So I need to say Hushif in a mirror. Okay, I'm gonna do it. If that doesn't happen, then you owe me a Coke. That's the rules. All right, let's do it. Is there any particular thing you want me to do? Like, do you want me to do like a bunch of this bait, 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 and see what the difference is? Or do we just go shit bait and just go nuts or whatever? Let me know. Hishiv. I just realized I'm still drinking this iced coffee and it's an hour and a half out of the fridge. It's probably not great. Best bait? All right, let's do best bait. 223 of these bad boys. Let's get started. Actually, before we get started, I have 20,000 shells somehow. I could buy the new Squidorus, Egorus. You catch the best fish on green bait. All right, well, how about we give all the different baits a go? I could buy the cosmetics for 5k, which is not bad, I guess. There is these consumables and stuff. You can buy a stat point. Where is it? For 15,000. That's so expensive. For one stat point. I'm not going to do that shit. But there is some other stuff. 5 mount guts. All of it is overpriced as hell. Like, why would you spend 400 shells for one bait? Or 1,250 for one? That's so dumb. What else? You can get energy potions and stuff and tickets. You can't get badges, obviously, because why would they let you do that? I actually said fish 3 times in the browser free systems. That's crazy. So I could get this, and then I would have 15 left over. But what I was doing back when I originally started fishing and kind of gave a shit, I've got these rare ones, which cost me 10k, and since then I've only got another 20k, so obviously I haven't fished all it. I was going to save up for this thing, right? Because I don't know definitively, but it doesn't seem like fishing further does anything. Like you would think, and hypothetically you would think, the further you cast your rod, the better fish would be out there. But I've caught I think I've caught like epic or legendary fish or something at like range 5 or something. So I don't think this does as much, whereas these help more because it gives you a bigger area to actually catch the fish in. So I don't know. I was saving for that, but you reckon I should get the cosmetics instead? Anyway, let's start with crap bait, and we'll work our way up. Yeah, so I have the common, the crappy one, the common, and the rare for that, and the crappy one, common, and the rare for this. So what is this? It's like a cookie or something? It's a biscuit. No, I'm gonna put a jumper on quickly because it's cold. If I can put a jumper on. Apparently I've forgotten how to do so. Chook, you gotta send an at everyone so I'm not late to your streams. I was thinking about that, but then I didn't want to spam people. Like, I feel bad just at everybody when not everybody cares. But maybe I'll do that in the future. I probably should do that in the future. Maybe an at here then. An at here? What does that mean? Hey, there's William. Nice. Alright, let's do it. Let's catch some fish. Yes. Okay, the very first thing was a boot and not a fish. I mean, it's not a duck, so that's good. I think I might, when I stream, I'll just add everybody. You know, if I piss people off, it's only going to be once every couple of days or something. So, congrats on the boot. Okay, so we're doing it. We're doing the fish. I'm already bored. Not gonna lie. Really? Started R2, watch for the schematic, happy fishing. It's not gonna happen. Although, it might happen. Because I'm recording. Yes, a boot and a stick. We can put the boot on the end of the stick and make like a makeshift boot flag. Or get a bot that can react to, and when people react to it, it gives them the roll. Hang on. Gotta catch them fish. Then you can at the roll every time you stream. I forget the name of the bot, but if you do some research, you can probably find one. Right, okay, that makes sense. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'll try and remember that. Maybe, can you like message? Oh, that was such a bad cast. Can you message me that idea? So, because I'll forget. My memory is horrible. Fishing's rough. I do it when the rewards are decent. Otherwise, I save bait for a good. I just never do it ever. It's just horrible. Tanks. Otherwise, oh, a slightly better fish. Oh, nailed it. It's gonna be blue, right? Oh no, we got an anglerfish. Holy shit. See, as soon as I got that, I would just stop fishing for the week. 2 weeks. If I can't do that bot or can't figure it out or forget to or whatever, I think I might just add everybody. Because I'm not going to be streaming every day, right? Well, not at the moment. If I somehow, you know, get a lot of attention and grow quickly or something, and can start doing this full time, like between streaming and YouTube full time, then I'll stream every day because it'll be my job. And holy shit, would that be great? I would love doing that. But that's, you know, not happening at the moment or not likely to happen. And so I'll have to stream like on my days off from work. I work 3 days, so I could stream on the off days, which would be Tuesday and Thursday, because I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or when I get home from work or something like that. So it'd only be, you know, a couple of times a week. And then I've also got to be like in the mood as well, because there's no point streaming if, you know, I'm tired and stuff, or sick, because I get sick a lot. So at the moment, there won't be a schedule. If I start doing it more regularly and people enjoy it and stuff, then I'll like make a schedule and stick to it as best I can. But considering this is like the first day streaming, you know, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. But for the moment, while it's sporadic here and there, I'll probably just add everybody. And then, yeah. Or maybe I could also do the people that are here regularly. I could give you your own, which is similar to what you were talking about before. And that's Snicker, right? Wemboy. Like it give you a role and then just add that role. Which is basically what you were saying. Yeah, Snicker, I thought so. First step is setting up subs so I can sub to you. Oh, that's nice. I'm loving the new cosmetic so much. Yeah, this is my favorite cosmetic of the whole game. I ran this for like months, probably 6 months ago. Like, well, between 6 months and a year ago, I ran it for like 2 months. I really like it, but at that time I had a sword, so the cosmetic swords for it were sweet. Like I could have that sword with the red fire on it, which looked awesome, which I think was what came with it as the bundle cosmetic. We cast really fire and we got a boot. I call horseshit on that. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's cool. And I love Japan. It's my favorite country outside of Australia. I went on a holiday there for 4.5 weeks, and that was about 8 years ago, and I can't wait to go back. It's the best, and I love everything to do with Japan. It's crazy. I love Asia in general, and the only time I've been overseas like a few times. Every time has been to Asia. So I've been to Japan, I've been to China twice, I've been to Hong Kong twice, which I don't know whether that's technically China or not. That always confuses me. Oh wow, that was bad. It's like whether Pluto's a planet or not. Not really at all, but I don't know whether Hong Kong's part of China. Well, whatever. I've been to China twice, I've been to Hong Kong twice, I've been to Bali, I've been to Malaysia, and I've been to Thailand. At least you have a new pair now, yeah. Love a good swamp boot. Any update on your new PC efforts? Kinda. Actually, that's a good thing to talk about. Also a good plug, I guess. I still feel awkward asking for donations and stuff. But considering a lot of you were keen for me. Seaweed, okay. So we can put the seaweed on the stick, wear our new boots, and wave it like a flag. I like it. A lot of you guys were keen for me to stream and stuff. So that's why I put up the donations, because the PC I want to get is like, in Australia everything's expensive, as I've talked about before, is like $2,700 basically. Hey Ecom, what up? You came to find me, didn't you? Son of a bitch. And I love that your name is just after an ISP or something, or whatever it was, or the name of a router or something. It's the best. It's the best name. Actually, that and Impressive Quest 2, which I give him shit about quite a bit, because that name is hilarious. His quest is twice as impressive as everyone else's. I love Japan too, would be my first choice if I ever get to take a vacation. Yeah, man, it's crazy. And I know you would love it. From what we've talked about and just your general personality and stuff, Japan's great. It's full of weird shit. It's the best. Now you can wear new boots while strolling down the street with your walking stick in hand while smoking the weed. How's the internet at Seats working well for you? Yeah, the internet is freaking awesome. Holy shit. 4-hour video uploads are now 7 minutes. Like, it's fantastic. So good. Anyway, getting back to the computer. It's super expensive. So that's why I decided to ask for donations. And I know a lot of streamers and YouTubers and stuff have like donations in their descriptions anyway. And the way I see it is this. I've been, that looks cool actually. I like that with that wolf thing, even though I hate that wolf thing. Fox, that's what it is. Is this. I've been doing YouTube for like 4.5 years or something. I think it might be, it's either 4 years this August or it's 5 years this August, which is scary. And I've pretty much put out a daily video ever since I started. Like, there wasn't many times where I missed a day. So I've been super dedicated and super committed to it and have enjoyed it and love it and all the rest of it. But in all that time, I've got just over 3k subs, which it is a hobby, but at the same time, like, the amount of effort I put in, I kind of feel that I should be further than where I am. I don't know. It's a hard thing to talk about and think about, because then I feel selfish and all that sort of stuff, because like my anxiety is through the roof. Show off with the internet. Yeah, man. I've never been over 10 download ever, and never been over 1 upload. So to have 90 down and 40 up is, I don't know. It's great. Yeah, anyway, so Shit, I got sidetracked. I know I was talking about the computer, but I forgot what I was talking about. So I know a lot of people put up donations and stuff, just as, why not? But because I've been doing YouTube so long and I've been putting daily videos out and all that, and people that have been subbed to me for, 3 or 4 years or something, which at the start were all the League community, and I know a lot of them might still be subbed, but probably don't watch any of my vids anymore. But there are some people that have been around for ages that do. And even if you've just been around for the Bit Hero stuff, like I put Bit Heroes twice a week and all that sort of stuff. And, if you go to the movies, like the cinema or something, it might cost you $20. I don't know what it costs around the world, but in Australia it costs like $22 for a ticket, which is stupid. But there's ways to get cheaper tickets and stuff. Anyway, and a movie's like 2 hours long, say. So you pay $20 for 2 hours. I'm putting daily vids out, and if you watch them all, that's, let's say, an hour a day. So that's 7 hours a week, and it's completely free. Like, doesn't cost you anything. So, if people wanted to donate as a thank you, like, hey man, I've been watching you for a while. Here's some cash to say thank you. Oh shit, we got 3 boots. That's why I decided to do it, because people had to convince me to do it, because anxiety. But I thought, I can understand it. It's like if you wanted to throw some money as a thank you, you could. But at the same time, I don't expect anyone to. But if you want to, it would be super appreciated. So I've had a few donations. Zilpha here in the chat and William have donated already. And I've already thanked them to the moon and back, so I won't keep going on about that. But again, thank you guys. It means a hell of a lot, and it will help a hell of a lot. But I only work 3 days a week, and with my health issues, I've only been told to work like minimal hours. So I work about 12 hours a week. It's like 3-4 hour shifts at the moment. So I don't make very much money whatsoever. And then you factor rent and food and all the rest of it in. I don't come away with a hell of a lot of savings at the end of it. Obviously, Camille's income is a thing, and she basically carries me, which is super nice. While I'm at least ill. I'm always ill, but at the moment, the last couple of years has been particularly bad. So yeah, that's basically it. So I'm trying to save up as much as I can. But it's hard. So the donations go a long way. And I've also got, the whole family put in for Christmas and birthday and all that sort of stuff money. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get it soon. My family, we have a family business. So what Mum and Dad, who obviously directors of the business, were talking about is the business needs some new PCs because theirs are old and slow and all that sort of stuff. So the idea potentially was to put money towards getting mine, and then I give them this one, which is a massive upgrade on what they've got. So effectively they'll be buying a PC, they'll be buying my PC off me, I guess, that kind of thing. But they can't fork out $2,500. So that's the new PC rant over. Hopefully it comes in soon. Because I was testing PS4 and like God of War and Dark Souls 3 and just some other Steam games last night with the Twitch thing, and again my OBS crashed, so I have to redo it all. But it wasn't great. It was watchable, but it's not up to the standard that I would want. It was like pixelated and stuff like more than I would like. So if I get a new PC with better hardware and all the rest of it, that should go a long way to fixing that. We have 2 pairs of boots. Who wants a pair of boots? They're free. Does anyone want some free like Swamp Muddy boots? Maybe? Fish in a boot. It's my fish in a boot. Beats a dick in a box. Alright. We've probably done this bait for long enough. I forgot that we were changing bait. The best we got is an epic. We got 1 epic, right? And then like a bunch of rares and commons and stuff. And some boots. Which is more important. Let's go rare. see how much... Oh, that was horrible. See how much worse or better it is. It will be no different whatsoever. Did we just get another... No, we didn't. I thought we were going to get another boot there. After a while, this music gets really irritating. Oh, it got away. Let's see where we are as far as... We got, what? Hang on. Points. 200 points. Holy shit, to get to 1,000 points, that takes so long. Is that what we should strive for, to get 1,000 points? We'll be here till Christmas. Oops. I did say an hour-long Poker Center music. Yeah, that's true, actually. Oh, okay. We've moved on from boots. We now have tin cans. You know what? You know what it is? It's making us homeless, right? It's giving us some boots, some old shitty boots. It's giving us a walking stick. It's giving us some weed. Now we're getting like tin cans of food and stuff. We're just becoming more and more homeless as we play. Homeless starter kit. You've caught the junk trifecta. Congrats. All right. Should we roleplay like we're homeless? I usually go 500 points most events. Only go for 1,000 if it's an event with a good main prize, like the currency one with gems. Okay. That's fair enough, actually. What is the reward for this one? I've checked this so many times and I still don't know what it is. A stat point. And I don't need any of this. I mean, the gems, 20 gems would be nice. Oh shit, gems here as well. Okay. Well, this is all I'm gonna get. Probably by the time it finishes, I'll be moved down to here. Unless we catch like a monster fish. So let's say we get 60 and we get to 100. That's 80. 80 gems in 2 weeks is pretty lackluster, really. But if you can't catch them... You did it. Congrats. You did it. Oh yeah, we were going to roleplay as homeless people. Alright, homeless people generally don't have a shirt on and maybe not even pants. So we can put on some underwear. We can put on a bathing suit. They don't really wear bathing suits. A onesie? Let's just put on undies for the moment. Oh shit, we're a tiger. Homeless people are not tigers. But sometimes they look kind of ill. Alright, let's go with that. And then we can maybe they're a bald homeless person. There we go. They're a bald homeless person that smells a bit, so they've got like some flies flying around them. But they have a pet chicken, and their rubber chicken is their whole source of entertainment. Somehow they have a giant cannon. I can't explain that one, but there we go. That's our homeless person. It's the best I can do. Never gonna be late getting home. It is true. Home is where the heart is. Dude's got some heart. 500 more points to go from 18 gem things to 20 isn't worth the trouble. No, it's not. It is not at all. But if we're doing an hour of fishing, and we get like a few decent fish, might come close. I might turn on my... Nah, fuck it. It's fine. I was going to say I might turn on my light, but I'd have to get up. And that seems too hard. And I don't want to jinx anything by getting up and the whole thing crashing or something. I want to see a glowfish or jellyfish or the unicorn. Alright. I'm on it. It's going to be... No, it's not going to be this one. It's going to be the next one. Okay, this is the one. Oh, max cast is definitely the one. Okay, it's not the one. We did catch it though. It's a river mouth. Does that count? Oh, yes, double click, unnecessary. We're gonna get junk out of here. Oh no, we caught a fish. And we nailed it too. If you catch one, your reward shall be seeing my name at the top of your... Oh, you son of a bitch. Don't you freaking dare. Oh, that was magic. Fuck. If you got the Walcom scam, is that if that's what you're talking about? I didn't see the notification. But I'm also focused on doing other things, so I could have easily missed it. I mean, if that is what it is, then I'm not angry at all, because that's awesome. +5 Bobbledom and +5 Walcom is amazing, especially like level 200-ish is pretty crazy, and you deserve it, the amount of effort you've been put in. Wembo. Do you have what you need for Wembo? Like, I don't think you have enough to +5 it. Just got the Wembo schematic. Like, just then? Oh shit, I even missed it. Like, I can make +3. Of course you can. What? How many Driffins do you have? He needs Driffin, doesn't he? Pretty sure. He needs Squib. I hate you. 11 Driffins. What the shit is that about? A Blue Tang. Blue Tang gang. Blue Tang clan, sorry. It's not Wu Tang gang. I've been farming R2 for freaking 3 months now. Yeah, I know that feel. Except it was R1. And somehow, in all of my Oxler farm, I only got 2 Ragnars. That seems weak. That seems super weak. I've been doing Raid 1 fairly consistently for 2 years, and I got 2 Ragnars. I should have had, 11 of them or something. It's vaguely irritating. Fuck! I hate those fish. I hate them. You ride on it and you click it, and then they go no, and they like, flail about and go ages away. Oh, that was horrible too. If you don't have a cat and you have allergies, I recommend not getting a cat. And then if you do get one, I recommend not letting it sleep on your desk. And if it's going to sleep on your desk, I recommend not letting it sleep on the hat that you wear while on the desk, especially if your hat's like plush, because the hair then goes all over your face, and then you get it stuck like in your nose and your eyes and shit, and then you're allergic to that hair, and then it's not a good time. You know how you hated on the capture rate tome, but man, believe me, believe it or not, that's what I was using when I caught my last 3 Ragnars to make +5 Bobbledom. Like the capture rate tome thing, like the 500 gem one from the store, or part of the Bob Garb, whatever it's called, Bub Gore thing. Oh really? That thing's horseshit, man. Unless I got the math wrong, it was the Fammy pack. Just because you said I'm not going to get a cat and upload a pic to your Discord of it sleeping on my desk on my hat. Do it. Are you allergic to cats though? Because that's the whole reason. Like, I'm allergic to cats because I'm allergic to life. You are? Oh, fuck yeah, do it. We can be allergic desk cat buddies. We can be sisters. If the capture rate tome thingamajiggy was part of a pack that you bought, that's fine. But if you bought it specifically, like if you just singled it out at the shop and bought it, then I mean it's your money. But oh yes, it went to 100%, so we can catch a sardine or whatever it was. Fantastic. Yeah, buying the tome thing on its own is probably not the best idea. Unless I got my math wrong and it's OP, but it's not. Yeah, okay, if you got a part of a pack, then you may as well use it, right? It's not doing much, just sitting there. Do you guys know if fishing adds to like your guild honor experience contribution thing? I imagine not, because you're not actually getting experience. Tell you what, 2-hour-old milk, iced coffee, still goes down a treat. Yeah, I didn't think it did. Even more of a waste of time. 3 in the morning, good night, y'all. Alright, well, thanks for joining us. If it's 3 in the morning, I can't imagine you'll catch many streams. Although, it is like, it's just gone midday. A lot of the time I'll be streaming like in the afternoon if I'm going to do it after work. So like maybe 3 hours from now, so it'd be like 6 in the morning. But yeah, either way. I'm drinking Mandarin Orange Slice. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's like Mandarin Orange juice. Sounds alright. I've got mandarins downstairs actually. Got mandarins, apples, bananas, and kiwi fruit. Soda pop. That word, soda pop. Always makes me laugh. It sounds so weird to me. Like soda is okay. Like I get that. But pop? I don't know. It just sounds ridiculous. But then we call it soft drink, which probably sounds ridiculous to Americans, right? It's all what you know. Because like Americans and basically everyone else in the world, like Americans versus everyone else in the world, have different names for stuff. Then again, Australia has a lot of unique names. Like there's slang for things. I needed to keep streaming when I do my 20 R4 runs so I can get my schematic. You saw a gem in the video world. I wish I was 5,000 gems so I could buy, sell my soul to get an accessory, to get Melbourne Champ. That might be worth it. I mean, Bob sold his unborn first child. So, you know, it's not the best. But then again, if he never has kids, he got away with it. Unless he has to, like, sell the cat, like the first cat he ever got. In which case, that would hurt him probably more than selling his firstborn, unborn child. Because, my God, does that guy love his cats. Which is fair enough. I mean, I'm an animal person through and through. And I love the crap out of my pets. But I wouldn't sell them for any money. Someone came up to me and said, I'll give you $1 million for Zelda. I tell them to piss off. You can't really buy, like, unconditional love and stuff like that from a pet. And the whole, like, people that say pets are just pets and not part of the family and all that, I don't get it. Of course they are. Pets are super important. I've started calling it soda because it makes more sense to me. Yeah, I refer to it as soda here and there. But like, you know, the whole time growing up here and stuff, it's called a soft drink and whatnot. and like calling it soda, like we're conforming kind of thing. Not really, but I very rarely call it soda. What I have been doing though is calling stuff candy. I've some like 50-50 whether I call it candy or not. Not chocolate stuff, like, you know, like gummies and all that lolly stuff. I don't know about the rest of the viewers. I chuckle every time I see a dog in the chicken hat. It's not candy, it's sweets. Sweets. Yeah, I've got a friend, a really good friend of mine, actually. And he calls like dessert sweets, which a lot of like Aussies do, but it's like a, I don't know. Zach, do you call dessert sweets? It seems like a really old, like, grandma way of saying dessert. Like, my grandma and my auntie and stuff call it sweets. Like, guys, come in for sweets. Yeah, so, like, candy, like gummy bears and, like, I don't know. Like, lollipops and stuff are all lollies. What we call them, but I've been referring to it like half the time as candies recently. No, I don't on the head someone do that. Really? I don't know, maybe it's a Melbourne thing, but call dessert sweets. And every time Rob says it, like I've mentioned before that I've got friends that come over Monday night, and we usually either play something on the PS4 or watch like horrible movies, or watch the soccer/football, stuff like that, and have a few drinks. Rob's one of them, and like I'll send him like a picture of message during the day of like I picked up some donuts or something, and I'd be like, you know, look forward to this tonight, guys. And he'll reply back and be like, that's not for dinner, right? It's for sweets. And I'm like, stop being old, man. Call it dessert. Jellies and things like that sweets. Actually, it comes misled. Shush, Bob. Yeah, okay. So stuff like that is called lollies, candy, and sweets. It's interesting. Also, is pavlova a thing like elsewhere? There's like, do you guys know what a pavlova is? And if you do, like, is it a thing where you are? Like, do people eat it? Is it common? It is? Okay, cool. Because I'm pretty sure that was an Aussie invention, or it might have been New Zealand, actually. And like, it's pretty popular here, but I wasn't sure if that was a thing elsewhere. Shit, I was hoping it would go left, but it went right. It's tasty. Yeah, man. Meringue's the shit. That's where it's at. My mum's, well, both my parents are chefs. Hence the, well, actually, I said we got a family business before. I didn't really say what it was. We make like condiments, like sauces and chutneys and stuff like that, and herb blends and all these type of things. Come on. Oh, look at that. Sexy as hell. Glowfish. Was that one of them you wanted? Was it glowfish? I did it. Zell? Glowfish? Do I get your name? Here we go. It's gonna happen. Anyway, yeah, we make like sauces. Oh yes, more homeless. And condiments and herb blends and all that, but using like native Australian ingredients. So like you've probably heard of lemon myrtle before, maybe, and like kakadu plums and mountain pepper and bush tomatoes and all these things. So instead of just getting like your bog standard tomato sauce or tomato ketchup or whatever, it's like using bush tomatoes and mountain pepper and stuff. So it's like a niche, like a lot of people call it bush food, but like native ingredients and stuff. So that's like our little niche thing. Oh yeah, you found some? Which ones was it? Did you buy it, or I can just send you some? did you find morel mushrooms in Australia? We went out and found 25 last weekend. They're expensive. I don't know what a morel mushroom is. I fucking hate mushrooms, so it's probably why. Which sauce though? You remember? Anyway, so we have that as a family business, but mum and dad are both chefs. Dad's like a chef, and mum is a pastry chef, like a dessert chef. But she also like knows how to cook. Like they're both awesome at cooking. So I grew up eating like really good quality food and all that sort of thing. So in that sense, I've got like, it's a bit of wank and all that, like the whole like refined palate and blah 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 blah. And I don't buy into any of that stuff. But like, you know, have been grown up on eating some cool shit, basically, which is lucky for me, I guess. 400 pounds. Oh, more seaweed. 400 pounds. It's like 200 kilos or something. I don't know. I'm the heaviest I've ever been at the moment. I'm like 93, 94 kilos, which is like 200 pounds, I think. I don't know. So I'd like to lose some weight, but in the end of the day, it's not super important. As long as I'm not obese and dying and stuff. Looking sharp fatty. Yeah, like, so to put it into perspective, Camille and I got married in September 2017, so it's a year and a half ago-ish. And when we got married, I was like 84 kilo, and now I'm like 93, 94 kilo in a year and a half. So a lot of it, well, I think it's due to both being inactive a bit because I stopped working because I wasn't well and all the rest of it, and also not being well and like on and off and trying all these different medications and stuff. Yeah, anyway, so parents were chefs, are chefs, whatever. And they owned and ran their own restaurant. And then when me and my brother came along, we kind of ruined that for them because it was too hard to have kids and restaurant and all the rest of it. What's cool though is my mum's name's Julie and my dad's name's Ian. So they called the restaurant Julian's. Thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, so we came along, ruined that for them. Then they opened like a cafe type thing. And like, you know, so they could still do the whole food passion thing. And that's where they started like experimenting with the whole native ingredients thing. And so, you know, they would make whatever food they had. So they'd make like a, you know, steak sandwich or I don't know, whatever. I was like 3. And then they would make, like they would source their own native food and stuff and get like a couple of kilos or something from some, I don't know how they did it. They found like Aboriginal communities and stuff in the center of Australia and ordered some stuff, and then they would just make like bush tomato chutney and stuff like that, just to trial and error and just try it and see what worked and all that. And when they found something they thought was pretty good, they would serve it with, you know, the steak sandwich or the chips or whatever it was that they served people. And then people, fifth boot, people would be like, this is really tasty, can I buy some? And mum and dad were like, well, nah, because like we just make it for the restaurant, for the cafe, whatever, and you know, just for our own thing. And they're like, well, we want it, let us buy it, like, can you make some for us? And then they started like batching up small batches and people were buying it, and then that's when they realized like, you know, we could be onto something here type thing, and they like doing it. And so then they closed the cafe and opened the business, and 30-ish years later, still going. So I guess that's pretty good. Chook biography, yeah. 2 sticks, 2 walking sticks, nice. Oh, I mean, I could go into depth about my childhood and everything, but it's pretty boring. But that's the story of the family business and stuff, which I'm super sick of. And all growing up, I was like guinea pig for stuff. So like, they'd be like, does this taste good? Oh shit, we got a ball. Nice. Something to play with while we're sitting there begging for money. Yeah, I was a guinea pig for all the new ingredients and sauces and stuff that they came up with. They're like, what do you reckon? I'm like, yeah. And then so for the past 30 years, I've been eating all the products and stuff. I'm so sick of it. But I guess that comes with the territory. All right, we should change bait. 45 minutes already. Holy crap. How is this entertaining? It's horrible. Oh, I'm assuming item find doesn't help with fishing either. I've got to look into as well and source what music you can use when streaming for copyright and that, because we could mute the bit here as music and put on something decent. I know there's royalty free music and stuff, but I don't know Twitch at all. I've spent a few hours yesterday figuring out the basics, so I've got to learn a lot. But is there there's probably a way to add music and stream music to your stream, but I don't want to get flagged for copyright and stuff, and because especially if I'm going to put these up on YouTube and that. Although all it means is it just won't be monetized, but every little bit of money helps. We love listening to you. That's nice. I get told a lot by my friends and stuff, just what are you on about? Just stop. You're making no sense. You're going on tangents and rants and stuff. So they speak in jest. They're not oi, shut the fuck up. Go away. We don't like you. So Max cast, I'm pretty sure that was, and we got a tin can. Who's putting tin cans that far out? You just drop a tin can. Well, you shouldn't drop anything in the ocean, but who's dropping tin cans 50 meters out? Or 50 yards or 50 feet or whatever it is. How is America still one of three? I think, but the other two are small countries. I think they might be African countries or something. I can't remember what they are, but America's a massive country and a massive influence on the world and stuff. How are you still in not metric, imperial system? Imperial? I think it's imperial. It doesn't make any sense. The metric system makes perfect sense. It's all in hundreds. A meter is 100 centimeters. A centimeter is 10 millimeters. It's all in those kind of brackets. Freezing is 0. Boiling is 100. For water, at least. So, when it's 5 degrees outside, it's freaking cold. When it's 40 degrees outside, it's freaking hot. Whereas in America, it's just it's 102 degrees here. And it's just well, that's 2 degrees over boiling water. To us Australians, that doesn't make any sense. And it's it's below, it's minus 32, and it's what? And then that actually means it's minus 3 or something. Just made Wembo. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, I don't get it, man. And then the only thing is here, more seaweed. Oh, shit, we can start a seaweed cafe soon. Yeah, congrats, by the way. The only thing, we kind of adopt a little bit here and there. I think most people in Australia go by feet and inches and not centimeters. And I think feet and inches is an American thing, right? So I'm 5'10". And when people say how tall, when people ask, how tall are you? In Australia, people generally say feet and inches, not centimeters. But I think that's 176, 178 centimeters or something. So like I'm above average, but not super tall. But I should have been 6'2". That was the like projected height I should have been. But as I said, I have a million different health issues. And as a child, I had like chronic severe asthma. I almost died a few times from it. And so they had to pump me full of steroids, not like the bodybuilding ripped steroids, like the survive, don't die steroid. And as a result, I got like a heap of side effects and stuff. I didn't grow a millimeter for 18 months. So there was 18 months, a year and a half there where I didn't grow at all. And as a kid, obviously that's where you get all your growth spurts and stuff. So I was projected to be 6'2", but I'm 5'10". 5'10 and a half, I think, technically. 5'10". And I also got like the enamel on my teeth is compromised. Like I've got really weak, brittle teeth. So like I get like holes and what's the word? Fillings and all that sort of stuff. Like way more than a normal person. And like my bottom tooth, you can't really see it, but that one in the middle has like no enamel on it at all, and it's jagged and yellow, which they can fix cosmetic and wise and stuff, but it costs like a couple of grand, and like I put up with my whole life, so I don't really care. Anyway, there's more life story stuff. I have shit teeth, weak teeth because of steroids to keep me alive as a kid. In Ireland, we use feet for people's height, and everything else we use centimeters. Yeah, so similar to here then. Well, same as here, I guess. I have less severe asthma, but still a pain in the ass. I can't run for long amounts of time, which sucks. Yeah, man, I know that. So I almost died when I was 4 and almost died when I was 7. Like it was touch and go. Like flip a coin, kind of almost died. Like legit, super scary, almost died. And from being born to 10 years old, I was in and out of hospital a few times a year. So yeah, like really bad asthma, really bad. But these days I'm better. I still get it, and I got to be careful and stuff. It's more like I get it more. If I get a cold, I get everything. Because my immune system is really, really bad. It's like compromised and suppressed immune system. So I get sick a lot, like cold and flu and chest infections and all that sort of stuff. So like in the last week and a half, I've had a staphylococcus infection and an abscess in my butt, which freaking sucks. So yeah, I get sick a lot, apart from all the other chronic things I have wrong with me. But asthma mainly comes about when I get a cold or the flu or something like that. And like when it's in spring as well, when like all the pollen and stuff is in the air and all that. And then also a bit in winter, with the colds and stuff, but all the like the thunderstorms and stuff. But it's a lot better than what it was when I was a kid. Puts life in perspective. I mean, there's always people worse off than you, right? So yeah, I'm not a picture of health, and I'm, you know how in every friends group there's like the smart one and the really athletic one and this, that, the other one. I'm the sick one. I'm always the sick one. But there's always people off, worse than you. There's, people dying and all over the world from starvation and all sorts of cancer patients and stuff. So, it is what it is. It's not great, but it is what it is. I got an asthma attack when I was 5 and I had pneumonia. So that was an epic gamer moment. Pneumonia at the time. Yeah. So basically, if you get any form of chesty, infection-y thing or anything like that, like asthma just kicks into overdrive. I almost nearly died in why are we talking about me dying or nearly dying? In Thailand. I got like the worst food poisoning of all time. and was in a hospital for 5 days because I wasn't recovering, and they put me on like drips and IV and all that stuff, and I just wasn't getting any better. And like I passed out after hours in the bathroom. Like it was coming out of both ends and all the rest of it. And by the end of it, I was like blacking out on the floor, and I couldn't move or see or talk or anything. I was just, yeah. And so Camille went out and tried to find someone that spoke decent enough English, and said, you know, my boyfriend at the time is super sick, ambulance, all the rest of it. Ambulance came, and I got rushed away to some hospital, and then yeah, was there for 5 days. And they said to me, had you not come, you would have died, because I had nothing left in my system, and I would have just died from dehydration and all the others. So good old me. I nearly fell into a sex force in Yeti pit. Shit. That's savage. I mean, we had a Yeti during the week, I think, didn't we? That drowned in his like cousin's like entrails and stuff. It's not a good way to go. Also, being rear-ended by a horse is also not a good way to go. Let alone 4 of them. Speaking of almost dying, I almost died when I was 6. My tonsils, got my tonsils out, and there was a complication after the op, and my throat. Oh, that's not good. That sounds horrible. I mean, any almost dying sounds horrible, right? But you know, we're still here. That's the main thing. I've got a friend of a friend, that old chestnut. A friend of a friend's mum died from cancer during the week. I never met the guy, but you know, like I think it was Zill before. Does the old oh, we got a pufferfish. Puts things into perspective, right? It's like, yeah, I feel like shit like every day and sick all the time, but you know, someone just died of cancer. So it is what it is. They tried to give me cornflakes after the surgery. That's a what? Where did you get what? Where did you go? Like, did your best friend's like dog do the operation, and then like when all I wanted was ice cream? Yeah, cornflakes is not the best idea. When the Thailand food poisoning thing, all I wanted was juice. Like, I guess it was similar to like a pregnancy craving. Like, you know, when women are pregnant, they have cravings for all sorts of random shit. Like my mum, apparently when she was pregnant with me, like just could not shake the craving for pickles, for like gherkin pickles. And apparently my dad had to like go out like all hours of the night to places to find pickles. And you know, there's other weird ones like salt. Like women, pregnant women just like crave and are addicted to salt or ice cream or, you know, random shit. And when I was in hospital for 5 days, all I wanted was juice. Like I just had the biggest fucking craving for juice, but I couldn't have it. I can't remember why. But yeah, I wasn't allowed juice or fruit, and it's the only thing I wanted. These doctors were a bit silly. Yeah, man. Silly's not the word, I don't think, but that's... Where was this? Like, what country was this in? Is it the country you live in? Because I don't want to bash your country, but that doesn't sound great. And that's the other thing, is it depends on what doctors you get and what specialists you get. Because there's some that are super committed and want to go the extra mile. Oh, could be a good fish. Want to go the extra mile could be a good chance to make you jellyfish. There you go. What was it? It was a glowfish, a jellyfish, and a unicorn fish, right? So we got 2 of the 3. Let's go hard mode. Yeah, there's doctors that like go out of their way to do absolutely everything they possibly can to like help you and get you well and all the rest of it. And then there's others that you just like you're just another cog in the wheel, or you're just another, you know, machine part on the conveyor belt type thing. They just like smash you out and get to the next person. It's just like, yeah, just take this, whatever, go, leave me alone type thing. So depending on what doctor or specialist or whatever you get, it makes a big difference. Because I've definitely had some doctors that just don't give a crap. You're just like, I'm so sick of this, whatever. And then you get people that will just go out of their way. So sometimes it takes a while to find the right person. And that's where the whole like second opinion and stuff comes in. Because you'll get a doctor that's just like, I don't care. And they're just like, yeah, just take this, whatever. And you're like, I don't know about that, second opinion. And then you go to someone else and they're like, what? Who told you that? And then sometimes you want a third opinion. Depends what it is. If it's just something like whatever, then it doesn't really matter. But if it's something serious, you want the best care you can get. I'm the Bass Master or the Bass Master? The Bass Master. I really want that unicorn fish now. Well, look, we've done it. We have fished for an hour. Is that enough? Have you had enough of me fishing and talking about illnesses? I don't know if I should put this on YouTube. I guess I should. I don't know who the hell is gonna want to watch an hour of fishing that's not in here, like, talking and stuff. Writing that word again still doesn't tell me if it's bass or bass. In providing bass is also spelt the same as bass, it could not be. Bass makes more sense because we're fishing. Bass Master, aka Fish Master. Yeah, there we go. You could try and make this into a highlight reel. That's a lot of work. Come on. Come on. Oh, so good for a shit fish. Let's see what we're up to. Are we anywhere near 100? Or whatever it is. 600? Oh, we got a long way to go. That's so not worth it. So not worth it. Alright, I think we'll leave it here. That's an hour of fishing, right? We got 2 legendaries. We did not get the unicorn fish or whatever it was. Did we go up a ranking? We did. Did we? Actually, I don't know if... Yeah, we definitely did. We were in here before. So by the end of it, we might drop to here. Still 75 gems. That's not bad. It's completely nuts. I work R2 12 weeks. You do 2 live streams in 4 raids. I get the Wembo schematic. Yeah. It's like, you have to do it while I'm recording. It's how it works. Okay, let's leave fishing. In fact, how many... So we got like, what, 3,000 shells out of that? So an hour equals 3,000 shells, if you're lucky. So to get this, 10 hours would be 30. So 20 hours would be 60. So like 18 hours to get one of these, and then another 18 hours to get this. So the best part of 40 hours to get both of these. Nah, that's almost 2 days. That's horrible. Why would you do that? Do we select... Oh, no, quick. Let's get out of here before I get flooded. Yeah. Okay, nice. All right, let's leave it there. Great stream, thank you. Stream highlights are good to watch because it's all the best bits and funny bits mostly. Does it automatically do that, or do I have to manually do that? I guess it manually do it, right? Because how would it know? That was a silly question. Nice stream, thanks. Love the stories and rants. Thank you. It's nice. You have to edit. Yeah, I know. Editing sucks, man. Putting out daily vids and stuff, I just don't have the time to do it much. Either way, there is an hour of fishing. If you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed that. Maybe. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think we're ever going to do that again. Well, we might, but it won't be for a while. But for some reason you want an hour of fishing, so it's done. Alright, well, I don't think I'll be able to stream, just to touch on that again, I don't think I'll be able to stream like PS4 or anything like that until I get the new PC. I might stream some like old school stuff, like SNES stuff. That could be good, because that would just be like Big Heroes. I should be able to stream that okay. So if you'd like me to stream some like older stuff, like SNES stuff, let me know. But for now, we'll leave it here. Once or twice a year, yeah. I think so. Next will be 2 hours? Nah. 2-hour fishing stream is never gonna happen. Alright, well, let's do it. Let's call it. I'll probably stream Pit Heroes again maybe later in the week. Maybe I'll do Thursday capture rate. I'll stream as well and then upload that to YouTube. I could just stream each Thursday and Sunday video and then just upload them as a stream. If you'd prefer that, let me know. Or if you'd prefer me to just do the normal videos, let me know as well. And then maybe I'll just do a stream here and there instead. But if you prefer this format, like a stream format, or a just normal video format, let me know in the comments, and that would be a good indication. Alright, well, hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.